Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? This is your boy, Billy F. Gates, a.k.a. Steamin' Billy Beeman with This Is Your Fantasy Podcast. Welcome to Season 3 of the podcast. I'm here with the gang. I'm here with the Cobra, the Truth, and Mr. Fantasy Guru himself. What's up, gentlemen? How y'all doing tonight?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Raiders.
Y'all excited?
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. It's week one.
It's week one, baby.
Week one.
Finally.
Yes, I know, man.
All the mock drafts, all the hard work we've been doing, it's gonna start paying off here. I don't know about for Jose. I mean, I've seen a couple of his teams, but for all of us, I'm sure it's gonna be all right.
I don't know about you guys, but that month between the draft and week one is like hell.
Oh, bro, especially when you do those early drafts and you're like, man, you know what I'm saying? And then you do those trades and you're like, man, I'm banking on this trade to, happen for me. And then next thing you know, it's like, what just happened? I just made this whole trade and I'm thinking I'm going to be good. And next thing you know, my boy's injured. Now I gotta make other trades or moves.
Yeah. Week one hasn't even started yet. I'm already tired of looking at my team.
Man, oh man!
I'm just ready for it to start, man. I just need to see the points. I need to see I'll have more points than Billy week one in my league, and everything's gonna be all good.
Hey, man, that's gonna happen. You already know, bro. My team's looking like shit right now against you. It's all good. And I made that little trade with Cobra, getting that stack with Burrow and Chase. I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously Cobra won that, but I had it. I just needed the stack. It's all good though, man. Season 3, baby, is upon us. And we're going to have some more content for everybody going forward. We're going to have some YouTube shorts. We're going to be all over TikTok. We're going to be all over Instagram, man, making sure that all of our content is chopped and screwed. And so, yeah, man, we're going to be able to have everything out for y'all. So Twitch is the home of the live. YouTube drops will happen right after the podcast ends. And then obviously the day after that will be the audio podcast on all platforms, wherever you get your podcast at, man. So that's how we doing it. Make sure you guys hold me accountable because I did some stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't delivering. So that's my fault. That's on Billy. So I apologize. I definitely apologize. But yeah, we're going to get some Cobra corners, man. We're going to get some truth talk. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do some things this season, bro. Trying to help y'all out win the championship while we win ours. Because I'm coming for that top spot. I don't know about y'all. I know Jose's not. He don't care. That's what he said last week.
I'll tell you one thing, though. I'm telling you one thing. The Cobra's not winning the TIYF League or the Fantasy Family this year. I'll tell you that right now. Guaranteed.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to argue against that, Paul. The odds say that I won't win. So we'll see. It's okay. I got all my belts back here to keep me company. Actually, for you guys, I think I'm going to move them up the rack a little bit. And I'll shine a light. So
it's supposed to, bro.
Just so y'all remember.
And he's saying you going to remember the Cobras.
Dang, you going to let him talk to you like that, Jose?
Hey, better than Chris. I mean, Chris had his above his fucking toilet one time. Remember that?
Yeah, I did remember that. Right over the toilet. Like, what's he doing in there? Like,
really?
Hey, jump out the Discord real quick, Jose.
Oh man, yeah, man.
Nah, you're showing it. But yeah, man.
Yeah, he was one squirt away from getting that that belt a little tarnished, if you know what I mean. That'd have been an ugly cleanup on the belt. Oh man. All right.
Yeah, man. So you guys ready to get into this? We got a lot of stuff to cover tonight. We got injuries, man. We're gonna start off with these injuries, man. Shout out to He Hate Me Still. Solid setup, gents. Appreciate it, my guy. We trying over here. Trust me, this is a lot better than what it was when we first started. We a year deep, bro. We had audio issues and the whole shebang, man. But we here now.
It's not like you guys were talking for a whole podcast and didn't have audio, man.
Yeah, we didn't waste 3 hours of talking.
That was a year
it's all
ago.
good. I was able to read you guys' lips. It's all good, man.
Bro.
I don't think anybody watched.
Nah, not then. I mean, we just started, so literally, I think that was like the very first pod, bro. That was crazy. But yeah, man, we gonna get into these Injuries, man. The first up, man, are these tight ends that are looking shaky. The biggest one on the list, man. Big T. Kelsey. Big Trav. Questionable with a knee injury. I know it was a hyperextension that was called out yesterday. They set him up for questionable today, so it'll definitely be a game time decision. But my question is for this one: does Travis start? In your honest opinion,
Man,
He started.
I heard it was just like a knee bruise on the second one. They talked about hyperextension. Now they're talking about it's a knee bruise. If it's the knee bruise, yeah, he's gonna play for sure. But if any kind of a hyperextension, I mean, you could put a brace on it and kind of like help it a little bit, but it won't be as effective as he normally is. It's not like he's running sprints down the field on the sideline on the whole game, but he's one of those find a hole in the middle of the defense, kind of catch it, and then little yards after the catch. I still think he suits up either way. I don't think that the targets are going to be he's going to get as many targets. And it all depends on how he's running out there. If it looks like he's running good, then the flow of the game, his adrenaline's taking him there. The flow of the game for me, man, if he starts. But I mean, I think he does.
okay. Covering same thing as Jose and Truth.
Yeah, I agree. It's not really that bad of an injury. I think he probably starts.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's game one, bro. I mean, especially if it's a knee bruise, even with a hyperextension, man. I mean, I've had a couple of those back in my day. I mean, they hurt. I mean, but he'll probably be somewhat limited. But I mean, in the goal line, you know what I'm saying? And
red zone,
all that. Yeah, man. I mean, he'll still be effective there. Just throw his body right into the middle. Easy peasy. Yes, sir. The next one was Mr. Georgie Kittle on the San Francisco 49ers. I know that he was dealing. I forgot what it was. I didn't put it in the notes, but I think it was like a hamstring or something. I mean, not a hamstring. It was something with his
like groin.
There you go, groin.
Yeah,
groin injury. But he was back at practice today, so all signs are pointing to him playing. The next one was another one, man. You got all three of these big tight ends. Mark Andrews on the list too.
I didn't hear anything about Mark Andrews. Is this brand new or what?
Now this is it's actually been in the news for a minute. I think
he's
also dealing.
His coach said he was good.
Yeah, he's dealing with a quad injury. They were trying to keep it hush hush, pretty much, but yeah, he's limited with a quad injury. So we'll see how that plays out on Sunday. What do you guys think about Mark Andrews with the quad? You think that it's gonna affect
I want to take it back to Kittle real quick, man. I heard Kittle was still like it was a 50-50 though. I mean, I know he started practicing today, but I mean he hasn't practiced at all the whole like training camp or
no. This just happened. It was like recent. He should be. I think it was maybe for like 2 weeks, I believe.
Because I was reading reports that he was most likely going to be out for week 1. That's the reports I was getting.
Yeah, no, that's what I was reading too. But with him being back at practice, he'll most likely be the same thing with like Travis Kelce and Mark Andrews, limited. Again, you got these big tight ends though, who we all consider the top 4, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, tier 1 for sure. I mean,
all tier 1s, and there's a big drop after them. So having them all be injured week 1 is a bit crazy. So out of that list of 3 tight ends, who are you guys concerned for the most out of those 3? I'll start with you, Cobra.
Yeah, I'm most concerned with Andrews, man. Like Andrews is hurt. He gets hurt like every season. And the 1 year that he played pretty much every game was his year he was a tight end 1. So he's got the potential to be, as good as Kelce, but the guy, like the season before that tight end 1 season, he was hurt. Then he had the great season tight end 1, and then last season he gets hurt again, and then he's already starting off this year on the wrong foot. So that's the one that scares me the most.
All right, Jose, what about you? Take out the 49er fan, unbiased opinion.
Still gonna be Kittle.
Kelce, Kittle, Andrews.
I want to say Kelce. only because obviously most people drafted him first round. Almost everybody did. I mean, if Kelsey went the second round, I don't know what kind of league that's in for sure. And let's say they do play him. I mean, does he get worse?
That's a
I
great
mean,
question.
so it's I mean, to be determined for sure. I always say he's a big name, and that's Mahomes' main target. I
Number one
mean,
wide
Kittle
receiver.
and Andrews aren't the main targets of those quarterbacks, and so I mean it's kind of tricky, man. Mahomes doesn't have a rapport with all the other receivers that were on that team. So it says to be determined for sure for that Kansas City Chiefs squad.
All right. What's up, Truth? Talk to me.
Yeah, same. I mean, Jose just said everything I was gonna say. I mean, I drafted Kelsey number 3 overall. So I mean, I mean it's a big hurt to my team. But I mean, I drafted that team way early. I got compared to like my first draft with that one compared to all the other ones. I got some good depth over there on there. So I mean, I should be all right, even if he doesn't play. So yeah, it's a big blow, man. Travis Kelsey, you're talking about the best tight end in fantasy football by far compared to points and all the production he'll give you. So yeah, that's the biggest one.
Nice, man. Well, you know what? Ain't nobody talking about Georgie Kittle, so I'm going to talk about him. And this is my unbiased review of this whole situation. Kittle is in the same boat as Mark Andrews. He's consistently injured, and it's most of the time it's his legs, his knees, his groin. Man, this ain't the first time that this has happened with Kittle. So, it does suck to see him come into the season already not 100%. Yeah, he may not be the number one target in San Francisco, but he's definitely a security blanket for any QB that comes in, be it Jimmy, Trey, maybe not Trey, but Brock Purdy. But yeah, it's just like he's a security blanket, man, and he does break. He's a yard after catch guy, so he does help his quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? He comes over the middle, easy target, and he breaks for another 20 yards. So I mean, for him to not be 100%, especially going into week one, it's kind of damn. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I have George Kittle. I didn't grab him in the third round or anything. But yeah, that's who for me. That's who I'm looking at on this list, man. It definitely sucks. Yes, man. So I guess we can get to the next one, bro. We can get to this next one. This one hurts.
It's a big one, man.
It's a big one. It doesn't really hurt, but I kind of already knew what I was getting into. But you know what, Cobra, this is your man's, man. I'll let you handle this one, man. Talk about it. Let's go. Bring us in.
Cooper Kupp. He's a champion with the Purple Cobras. So we all know Cooper Kupp. He re-aggravated his hamstring injury. Initial hamstring injury was on August 20th, so earlier in August, and then he re-injured it here a few days ago. So actually 30 days apart. So one thing I wanted to talk about with Cooper Kupp, I found this tweet. If you guys are on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, there's like a bunch of different fantasy doctors out there, but there's this one guy in particular I follow that's from California that usually puts out some pretty good stuff. And he was talking in this one tweet about like the correlation with tightrope procedures done on your ankle and how they translate to like hamstring injuries later on, like 6 months later. And hey, check this list out. So Cooper Kupp had the tightrope procedure on his ankle for that busted up ankle from last season. He got a hamstring injury on August 1st, re-injured it again on August 30th. So here are some other comparable players. Amari Cooper from 2021 had a tightrope procedure in January, got a hamstring strain 10 months later, October 2021. Next guy, Zach Moss, had a tightrope procedure in January, got a hamstring strain August 2021. Another guy, receiver Ben Skoranek with the Rams, had a tightrope procedure, and then 8 months later had a hamstring strain. And then Tua Tagovailoa, same thing, had a tightrope procedure, and then a few months later had a hamstring strain. Like all 5 of these guys, and so Kupp's the same thing. Pretty much all of them return to play in about 4 to 5 weeks, was the rough timeline.
Okay.
The only thing with Cup is that it's a re-aggravation, so we don't know, like, how that's going to affect things.
And this is why Cobra is on this podcast, man. You see that? That is some great investigations. I love it, man. I love it.
Jesus.
Anybody
I'll
else want to?
cite the guy. I'll cite the guy on Twitter. It's Jeff Noller. Pretty good follow on Twitter. I'll put it out there.
Who wants to follow that up?
Go ahead, Jose. Yeah, I drafted him first in one
what he
league.
said. So pretty much what he said was if you drafted Cooper Cup, you're gonna be out at least 3 weeks for you one time. So go ahead and put him in the IR, grab somebody else. You went zero running back. Make sure you have a stack of wide receivers to help you out. Simple as that. Someone like me who drafted Cooper Cup in the first round got like 18 wide receivers, who are just as good, just top notch. And so I don't need to sweat it.
Okay, I feel it. I feel it. I like it.
I think he'll be back. Like you're not gonna lose him the whole season, but
yeah, no, I think me and you were actually talking about this. You said most likely it's gonna be 4 games, and I was already like working on some stuff on behind the scenes because last week I actually made a trade. I actually got the Cooper Cup. I announced it on the right here on the stream. So what I traded Jahmyr Gibbs and Zay Flowers, and I got Cooper Cup in return. I already knew what the hamstring was going on, so it's not like I was in the dark. That's kind of why I traded for him. It was got him on the cheap,
discount,
but definitely discount, bro. But the thing was, once I found out what was going on, and I actually seen who people were going to grab on the Rams, I was kind of excited because, you know what I'm saying, I did a little bit of digging and I was trying to figure out who the best fit would be. But before I get to that, I'm gonna let Truth spit some truth real quick, and then I'm gonna talk about the Van Jefferson situation.
Man, we're talking about Cooper Cup, man. Like, all right, I picked him number 1 overall. I think it was number 7. That's where he's going, over number 1, 7 overall, kind of like in that area, man. If you look at the facts, when he's 100% healthy, he's one of the best receivers in the game. He puts up more points than Justin Jefferson did, and that's saying a lot. So when you get this guy 100% healthy, by far you're getting one of the best, or if not the best, wide receiver. So you can't go wrong with this pick. It's just, man, hamstrings. Oh man, I wasn't on this draft. I wasn't able to kind of draft the heavy receiver. I was kind of going to play best position available. I'm in a little bit of trouble here in that one league. Actually, I made a trade with Josh for Josh Allen, or I traded Josh Allen away to kind of help out my receiving core. But there's nobody's going to replace the Cooper Cup. All you can do is play the waiting game. But when he's healthy, you're going to get one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in the NFL.
I like it. Good, some good stats. So I know that I wrote in the notes that the cup is half empty, but the cup is empty right now, man. He's gone for 4. He's gone for like 4 games, 5, 3 to 4 games.
I think at least 4. I think the pup for sure, and then bring him back week 5 or something like that.
Yeah, definitely put him on the IR. I mean, and I can guarantee you right now, in most everybody's league, Van Jefferson has left the waivers. He's gone. But there's somebody else on this team. And before I get to this other person, I just want to put something out there. Week 1, the Rams are playing the Seahawks. And in the 3 seasons that Mr. Van Jefferson has played against the Seahawks while he's on the Rams, he only has 9 receptions and 19 targets, 154 yards receiving. This is all time against the Seahawks with 0 touchdowns. So I don't expect Mr. Van Jefferson to continue, like, you know what I'm saying, to do anything special against the Seahawks. But there's one kid, and this rookie draft class, bro, wide receivers has been phenomenal. So my pick for y'all is to go get this kid by the name of Puka Nacua. I think that's how you say his last name, Nacua.
Say it again.
Puka Nacua.
Okay.
This is a hidden gem for y'all, man. If he's on your waivers, I would grab him right now. I'm just saying, Van Jefferson is a good wide receiver, but He is no real wide receiver one, man. He's just taking that spot until Cup gets back. But Puka, he has definitely a shot at taking over wide receiver one for that team. He's gonna be a surefire. He's gonna be a surefire kid, like rookie. Man, I'm telling you, this rookie class is crazy for wide receivers. The Rams got themselves one in Puka, and they were already having him be a part of their offense. I think he was gonna be wide receiver 3 behind Van, but he was definitely getting the start. But now he's wide receiver 2. So just saying, if he's on your waivers, go grab him.
I hope you're right, man, because this podcast is talking about Van Jefferson and Puka. So I'm just we trying to get we trying to
we
get
got one more for you guys. What about Tutu Atwell? I couldn't help. The only thing, it was funny. I think in Fantasy Family, Trey picked them up, and I kind of chuckled. I was like, trade one Tutu for another Tutu.
My boy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of I'm steering clear of that whole situation. I think in my opinion, I think Jefferson's probably gonna be the target leader, but Puka, I mean, he's in training camp from all things I've heard on Twitter. He's had a pretty good camp. I know last season Tutu Atwell did have some time where he was kind of relevant for like a minute. And then there's one other guy. Ben Skoranek. So that was a guy that when Cup went out last season was, kind of seeing some targets or was kind of like in the same role a little bit. But I don't know. It's probably going to be Jefferson be the guy to get.
Yeah, but Puka actually took that position away from Ben throughout the training camp. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm throwing him out there. Yeah, no, Van, you can get all the targets you want, but obviously Van is what, 9 for 19 against. I'm saying strictly against the Seahawks.
Actually, now that I think about it, it's probably Tyler Higbee. That's the answer.
That man too. That man too.
Honest opinion, man, stay away from everything in St. Louis, right? I'm not saying the LA. Stay away from
St. Louis.
Stay away from everything. And I'm just trying to help you guys out. Don't start any wide receiver on that team right now.
I'm starting Puka. I'm FYI. I'm just starting him. I'm just letting y'all know.
Just
giving y'all guys something out there, man. You never know.
And that's why you'll lose week 1.
Maybe.
The funniest thing, in both leagues, the hottest players have been Colts running backs and Rams wide receivers. Those have been the hottest players.
And season hasn't even started yet. Next up, man, we got Burrowhead, Mr. Joe Burrow himself. I think it was a calf strain, right? But I believe he's on his way to playing week 1.
Yeah, he's the coach I think said he's already planning to play week 1, so everything should be good. He better, because I got him in like 4 of the 7 leagues. So he better be playing.
You got him in 4 of the 7 leagues?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, Bengals fan this year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm a Bengals fan every year.
Yeah, he should be good to roll, man. I think I got that Burrow to Chase stack on one league too, so it's gonna be exciting to see.
And yeah, man. So I don't got much to say about Joe Burrow. He should be good. Everybody, if you got him, don't sit him, man. Make sure you start him. You guys good? You guys got anything else you want to?
Nah, he's a clear start for week 1.
All right. And we were just go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. I was gonna say I'm jealous of those Burrow and Chase stacks, man. that week 17 against the Chiefs is gonna be lightning. So.
As long as they can stay healthy.
Oh, I'll be there in week 17.
Next up, man, we got I know we were just saying the Colts, man, how they're on fire in the waivers. Zach Moss, he returned to practice Wednesday, so it's starting to look good for all you Zach Moss fans who picked him up. It's looking ugly for us Evan Hall guys that grabbed him off of waivers. But how you guys feeling about Zach Moss returning and the 3-headed monster that is that running back core that will be playing Sunday?
Yeah, running back by committee. That's what the coach said. If he plays, they said there's still a chance they just might hold him out week 1, and then bring him in there week 2 fully, 100%. But for sure, once he comes back, it's going to be the 3-headed monster. He said for sure, and it's going to be running back by committee. So it kind of like throws it out there like might be a situation where you just kind of wait and see a couple weeks who's getting the bulk share, the carries there, who's the receiving back. It might take a week or 2 to figure that out. But then by then, who knows if Jonathan Taylor comes back week 4 by the time we figure that out. So a lot of questions in the backfield for Indianapolis. If you're really hurt, if you're hurting really bad at running back, it's a situation you're gonna watch. So,
Very much
yeah.
so. Well, I'll tell you who the receiving back is. It's both Deion Jackson and Evan Hall. Zach Moss is not a receiving back. He's there to just hit the ground running. But the two that are gonna be receiving is Evan Hall and Deion Jackson. So if you got either of those, you should be good. I mean, if you're a deep league where you got like 3 flexes, I mean, Evan Hall, Deion Jackson, I would pick one of them up, especially for PPR, those PPR leagues. Anything else on the Colts? All right, man. We got scary season might be on hold, yo. Scary Terry with his turf toe, man, might be sitting out week 1. How you guys feeling about that? And Washington chances at getting a W? I know. Let's start with you, Jose, because that's your favorite team this year.
Yeah, they on the rise for me. Bunch of rookies, former rookies. The real B. Robinson over there. Brian Robinson got shot 5 times and still breathing. But your Scary Terry got a little turf toe, and those can linger on pretty, a long time. At least 2 months into the season easily. So if you got, Dotson, the second wide receiver on that squad, he's about to turn wide receiver 1. And look for B. Rob, they got, Gibson back there sharing the rock with B. Robinson. So it's a good squad to look out for. And they have a favorable matchup this week against the Cardinals, who are looking to tank big time. So we'll see, a lot of fantasy numbers going up for sure. As long as Sam Howell can deliver. If Howell can deliver, man, they got a good chance of winning the division. I know Giants, they came out of nowhere last year and took the Cowboys, but I'm a Cowboy hater forever, so we'll see what happens.
You taking Washington to win that division?
Yeah, you never know.
Yikes!
Bold takes already, bro.
You got Eagles. You got the Eagles in there too.
Eagles, man, they lost a lot of defense. That's what helped them out last year. They lost a lot of defense. Yeah, we got Hurts and the whole crew on offense, but they lost a lot of pieces on the defensive line. Hargrave went to the Niners. Like 2 edge rushers left them. They had 70+ sacks last season.
Yeah,
they just took away like 40 of them right there.
They got a couple of good rookies, but I'm with you. They're not going to be as good.
All I know is that offense is still lit, man. So watch out. They were taking Jalen Hurts out in the 3rd quarter, which was pissing me off last season. So I was like, damn, my boy got 4 touchdowns and they're taking him out. But
yeah, he won't be taken out this year. I'll tell you that. Not with that defense.
Well, that's fine with me. I need 6 touchdowns from him.
How you feeling about it though, Cobra? Scary Terry, you talking about?
Oh, yeah. It's like a turf toe issue. Yeah, out week 1, probably comes back week 2 maybe. But wouldn't shock me if he was on like a snap count or something. So yeah, like if you got Dotson, I think Dotson's the way to go for the first couple weeks at least.
Nice. Poop, you got your saying?
Yeah, same old thing. That's the lingering one, man. I mean, it's a week. Honestly, it's a week to week because the players will play and then they'll try to play on it and then they go out another week and it's just off and on. That's just one of the ones to monitor week to week for fantasy owners because when that guy's out there, man, he'll hit you with that lightning bolt and just 3 catches for 150 yards and he'll catch those deep balls for you, man, and put you on the map real quick.
I agree. I got Scary Terry in your league, man. So it definitely, that's why I said scary season hasn't started yet, but hopefully week 2 he's out there, man. Next up, we got Booty Judy out there. I'm gonna miss week 1. I ain't got much to say about him, man. I ain't got much to say about that offense. It's the Denver Broncos and Sean Payton.
Yeah, they're gonna get waxed week 1 anyway, so it really doesn't matter.
What team they play? Let me know.
Portland Suns not going off.
Come on, man.
I mean, that's what we heard. your BFF was saying that at the draft.
Was Cortland Sutton fan too?
It's Sutton season.
Sutton season. I ain't seen him since the year before he got hurt. He missed that whole season. Then ever since then, man, he ain't been the same.
How do you guys feel about Jerry Jeudy anyways, man? He's not, I mean, he came into this league with high hopes, but so far it's just been lackluster, especially with a Russell Wilson last season.
But it's a quarterback play, man. He's getting a Russell Wilson that's not the same Russell Wilson that he used to be in Seattle. And before that, who did he have? Like, who was his quarterback before that? Trevor something? What was his name?
Well, yeah, Lockett, didn't it?
Or Drew Lockett, or all these all these bum quarterbacks. Trevor Simeon, didn't he have Trevor Simeon throwing in the football? Like, come on, man. Like, well, I get it. If you're a solid receiver and a really good receiver, you're gonna make, get yourself open and create, the lanes for yourself. But sometimes a good receiver still need a good quarterback, and maybe he's one of those guys that just needs at least a somewhat decent quarterback to be able to shine in this league.
Agreed. Cobra, you got anything to add to this? Or?
No, I haven't been drafting any of the Broncos, man. Like, staying away.
All right, man. Again, Booty Judy missing week 1. For all you people that got him, maybe he might be back week 2. We'll see, man. The next one was new to today, and I know that a lot of you fantasy football players out there, fantasy owners, managers, whatever you want to call yourselves, we're banking on this kid to actually have a good season. He was being drafted pretty high, but again, another hamstring issue, and this time it's in Green Bay, Mr. Christian Watson. How you feeling about this, Cobra? I know you got him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I can get rid of him. So he's just gonna have to ride the IR, and it's okay. That's the one team that I drafted like 7 receivers on, so I'll just start one of my other guys. But I don't. I'd say the only thing about the injury, it kind of snuck up on us. Like, it was like I just heard about it this morning, and they're missing practice today. So I don't know what the severity is. I don't think he's had like a tightrope surgery like I talked about, but I know just Christian Watson in general has had a lot of injury, has a pretty extensive injury history. So not a great start, but maybe it'll help out my Luke Musgrave at tight end.
That's right, you do got Luke. Jose, how you feeling about Mr. Christian Watson?
Never been a fan of his. I told you guys that many times. If anybody else has listened before, I witnessed a guy catch like 9 passes in 3 games and had like 7 touchdowns, and people praise him for that. I mean, he played with a 4-time MVP, Mr. Rogers over there. I mean, I can't praise the guy for catching 9 passes and 7 touchdowns in like 3 game span. I can't do it. Now he really hasn't done nothing. And last year, the guy dropped so many wide open passes from the same very Aaron Rodgers.
Week 1.
If they weren't live on TV, he probably would have got his ass whooped. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, game 1, dude was like 30 yards away from the corner, and just dropped it. So I mean, I've never been a fan of his. If he got injured, hey, sorry for him. Hey, next man up. They had so many rookies on that team from last year, and now they drafted another second rounder this year. I mean, they have so many guys who better step up.
It gives Romeo Doubs a chance to come back and show what he's made of. I actually like Romeo Doubs better than Christian Watson. It just sucked to see him go down with injury.
Yeah, this is Love's first year starting, so I mean, he better find his butt buddy over there real quick.
You got to trust the process, man. Buddy Love might get it done, man. He looked pretty solid in preseason.
I didn't say he did. I'm just saying he better find a good rapport with somebody out there.
We talking preseason?
Hey, man,
come on.
I'm not gonna knock Love. I mean, he sat for the past 3 years behind Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers sat for 3 years behind Brett Favre. So, hey, I mean, if he can do it, I mean, if Aaron Rodgers did it, I mean, Love could do it. He learned something. He had to learn something.
I mean, they've only had 2 quarterbacks in Green Bay in the last 25, 30 years.
You ain't lying. I mean,
they're doing something right out there in Green Bay. So.
I'm not gonna hit on Love until he starts effing up on midway during the season if he does. But he has a ton of wide receivers they drafted last year and this year.
Yeah. Something
that Aaron Rodgers was praying for years and they never did for the guy.
Yeah.
Well, he had Adams for years, but still, I mean,
yeah,
Adams is trash now on a certain team.
For all the complaining about Rodgers never getting any wide receivers, I think it's funny how he keeps bringing the old ass wide receivers from the Packers to the Jets. And like Randall Cobb's been out of the
That's a
league like
great
3
point.
times, and he keeps coming back to play with Aaron Rodgers.
That's a
It's
great
like,
point.
for all the complaining, like he keeps bringing back the same fucking guys. But
Great point. Well done. Well done. What's up, Truth? What you got for us on Mr. Watson?
It's just a bad break because that's their speed guy on the outside, and the hammy. This guy, he's gonna go full force and full speed on the outside, and not to be able to do that because you got a bad hammy. So basically, you kind of have to watch a little bit. It's gonna be in the back of his mind, and maybe he's not gonna be running that route as fast as we think. So could be a big break. So that's how I see it. Even if he does play, maybe those streaks aren't as fast as we think they're gonna be just because of that bad hammy.
I mean, I would pay attention. We'll have a better update for you guys on Friday on the Game Time podcast. On if you should, yeah, if you start or sit him, we'll have that update. The news just popped off today, so just giving it to you now. Just letting y'all know, hamstring injury. Pay attention. He might be out. Next up, we got Jackson Smith and Jigba. Surgery on his hand happened before camp started, but it looks like he's all geared to go week 1. But again, he's going to be sitting behind DK and Tyler Lockett. I know that I'm a fan, even though he's from Bum State. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know. Cobras, are you happy about this? That's some good news, man.
Yeah, I was hoping he'd be out week 1, man. I was hoping to stuff him on the IR so I could pick up some other guys. But, I ain't gonna lie,
Fool's mad. He's mad,
man.
Boy, mad because one of his fantasy players aren't in the IR.
It's the truth, man. I don't know. I was banking on it. I was like, I'm pretty sure JSN's gonna be. I think somebody told me, I think it was Jose, like in the chat. I was like, oh, he'll hit the IR just in time for me to pick up a kicker.
Like he had a broken finger or something. He'd been playing with a cast on.
His wrist or
he played with a cast on. So it's like he's for sure going. He's for sure going IR. Now, at least out for a week or 2.
That's what
he's not catching no ball with a cast on.
Jose would have been out for a year.
Oh yeah.
But like 2 weeks ago, footage of him catching the ball with the cast on. So I was like, oh shit, like he ain't playing around.
Oh man, it's good for him.
But it's
For
bad
the
for you.
player, it's good. It's bad. It's bad for the Purple Cobras, but it's good for Jason.
That's hilarious. That's the first time I've ever heard that, bro.
Yeah,
I wanted him
to
on
go to IR. Who says that, man?
Hey, you know
That's
what? Christian
funny.
Watson might bail me out though, man. So
He right. You're definitely right. All right, man. So that's enough of the injuries, man. Let's get to the big news. This just in, baby. Bosa. Mr. Nick Bosa of the San Francisco 49ers just got paid. He got that big bag, the highest defensive player in the history of the NFL. 5 years, $170 million extension, $122.5 million guaranteed. But the contract is not going to kick in until 2024. But let's just do a little roundtable on this, man. Jose, my 49er fan, my brother.
Yep.
How you feeling about this?
Didn't phase me in one bit. The guy won the defensive MVP for a reason. Balled out. He's been doing that since he got drafted number 2 overall. And they were bound to pay him regardless. I mean, the defense ain't the same without him.
Very true.
I mean, they made him the highest paid. I mean, how can you not pay the guy who came off, 18 plus sacks, took him to another conference championship? He's been on the team for 4 years. 1 Super Bowl loss, yes, 3 NFC championship games with him on the team. I mean, what can you say? And he won defensive MVP. You're going to have to pay the guy. Someone's going to pay him. It might as well be you.
Somebody was.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. Okay, but, he missed 1 season with an ACL tear. It happens. I mean, people get injured. I mean, it was a perfect world. I mean, hey, they pay more money and if you never got injured. But like I said, hey, they're going to pay him. It's done. He's suiting up week 1. We're going to get that dub. Simple as that.
I like it. It was well thought out, man. Yeah, and that injury did happen on that MetLife bullshit Caucus Stadium turf field. So I mean, a lot of people got injured there. But man, I agree with Jose, man. I'm happy. 49ers did their job. They solid. They finally paid. I was just waiting, man. I said it a million times. I'm on Twitter and or X or whatever the hell, just saying pay that man get that man that money, man. It was $4 million in between. I was just like, bro, what are you guys doing? Just pay him that $4 million. You guys got rid of Trey Lance. Cowboys are paying Trey Lance, took the whole contract, so obviously that freed up money. Yeah, so they did right by Mr. Nick. We need him. We
I
need
mean,
him.
you think about it. You got agents trying to get paid, from the contract. Players trying to get paid from the contract. The team's trying to save money from the contract. Dude, when I go to the flea market, I'm trying to save $1. And these guys are spending millions.
And boys buying knockoff underwear at the flea market. So yeah,
Hey, them things work, bro.
Hey, joke's on you. I stopped wearing underwear. So what you talking about?
Hey, yo, bro.
I'm just saying.
What kind of podcast is this?
I don't
This
know.
is your
You know what's
fantasy.
turning
Hey,
into, bro.
No, this is your fantasy, all right.
Hey, I'm just letting you know.
Hey, I think we about to change the name now.
Hey, inflation. Hey, inflation went up and the draws came off. I'm just letting you know.
Yikes. Yikes.
Oh man.
Man, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
What's up, Mr. Raider fan? The truth. How you feeling about that contract?
Oh yeah, he's a good player, man. No doubt. I mean, he's up there with my boy Max Crosby, for sure. But my thing is, you talk about all this money. I know the Niners got a lot of money invested in a lot of players, and I know there was a couple of tweets or X, whatever it is now. But I was reading on it that after this season, there's going to be a lot of work to be done with that Niners organization with all the big contracts. They got a lot of big contracts next year. So, I mean, it almost sounds like it might be one of they got to win it this year or try to save a little bit of money next year to kind of figure it all out. But that's a lot of money for, I think it's a course. I think it was like, with Debo, I think it was, and Ayuk. And there's another big contract they got.
Armstead, McCaffrey.
For Warner. Yeah, it's only like they had like 7 people that had the name like 7 or 8 players or something like that.
Like some of the top people at the positions in the game. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and then it said it equals your whole cap for next year.
Yeah, because that's all we need. That's all we need, baby.
Yeah, 12 players.
That's all we need.
Everybody
hey, 11 on offense, 11 on defense. Let me know.
Wage, huh? All right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir. We paying my boy Big Cock Brock over there. A couple $100,000 to run a whole multi-billion-dollar franchise one time. We good.
He's talking about
it's like giving a teenager the keys to the Ferrari one time. Hey, just make sure you stay in your lane, son, and we good to go.
My boy's one more hit from retiring from the NFL, man. His arm looked like a noodle after that Eagles game.
Hey, he ain't lost one game in the NFL regular season, though. I'll tell you that.
We'll see.
Talk about it. All right, Cobra. What do you got for us on this contract situation?
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I don't really follow this stuff too closely. I'm just strictly fantasy, but it's good. Like I think I never even thought twice about it. I just figured they would get it done at some point. But it cracks me up. The team building, like what Paul's talking about, like kind of sounds like a Madden franchise that I would have, where I'd pay all these superstars and then just starting Ralph Johnson getting paid $200,000, starter, starting receiver or some shit like that.
Yeah, make sure you just got to make sure you pay the O line and D line, man. You got to just figure everything else out.
Yeah.
All right. Is there any other news? That was the only thing that I really caught within this week, and plus the injury. So.
No, not really.
That was it. Let's get to the big game for tomorrow.
The meeting on the gridiron, baby. Chiefs versus Lions. Thursday night football kicks off the 2023 season with the reigning champs defending their home field against a Lions team who's coming to disrupt the NFC conference this season. Mahomes versus Goff in what should be a battle through the air under the lights, man. How y'all feeling about it? Hey, you like that little thing that I just wrote there? It's pretty snazzy, huh?
It's kind of cool.
Like it.
Parsons will not be the next huge contract, but all right, man. Let's how y'all feeling about this game? Let's start with Cobra. I didn't start with you in a while, so
Well, I'm gonna get to Mr. Damian Davis over there. He said Parsons is the next big contract, which is true. Obviously, he was second running in defensive MVP, but the problem is they got to pay Dak and they got to pay Parsons, and they both gonna want that big money.
You think Jerry Jones is gonna pay Parsons though? They're more likely gonna franchise tag him.
So they got to pay him.
Jerry's not gonna pay. You know how Jerry is.
Man, they're still paying Zeke, man. What the heck's going on over there? They're still paying Zeke his money, man.
When is the last time the Cowboys have actually paid top dollar for somebody on the defensive side of the ball?
They just gave their
Trayvon get a new
They gave Diggs $100 million.
Oh, did Diggs $100 million?
And they gave Lawrence a lot of money too, and he ain't done nothing past 2 seasons.
Yeah,
Cowboys.
But do you think that Parsons, if he wins defensive player, he's gonna ask for that Bosa contract? And do you think that Jerry Jones is gonna pay that type of money? That's all. That's what I'm asking.
Come on, man. You know Jerry Jones overpays everything. Look, he paid all that money to Dak. Was he worth it?
According to Jerry.
Gave him $45 million to lead the NFL in interceptions.
Interceptions? Come on, man.
Man.
Hey, if he still had the price tag on it, he'd take it back today.
Hey, I need 50% off this right now. Damage.
Clearance rack.
Damage.
Clearance rack.
Remember when his ankle went this way, man, and he just yikes. Yikes.
Bro, we seen that for weeks after that happened.
I was just gonna say that, man. That popped up in the chat so many times.
It popped up so many times that, man, Jose jinxed the 49ers, and then next thing you know, you see Trey in the damn chat right after that.
I used to send that to every Cowboys fan in every chat, every 5 minutes. Man, Ant used to hate me.
Hey, I just remember when Tony Romo was calling the game, and then they go, "Oh, you just hope it's just a cramp." And he's just you just see his ankle just dangling like this. He's like, just hopefully.
I remember now. He did say that.
Remember?
He did say that.
I couldn't stop laughing. I think I was watching it with my dad, and we were just busting up like a cramp. My boy was just keeping hope and faith, man. It's fine, but oh man, it was hilarious. But so
was that even a compound fracture? Was a bone sticking out on that one? You probably couldn't even see it though.
No, it was just hanging. You could just see it.
Yeah, it was like hanging. It was dangling.
You could see it like pushing the skin, but it wasn't pushing out the skin.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no. We talking about Thursday night football, the Chiefs versus the Lions, man. The kickoff of the 2023 season, man. How y'all feeling about this? Again, I was starting with Cobra. So how you feeling about this one?
I'm excited for this game, man. 54 and a half points over under. Should be, two high-powered offenses. One tweet wanted to throw at you guys. You guys might have seen this. Patrick Mahomes' last 5 week 1 starts, his stats.
I haven't seen it. Yeah, talk about it. I haven't seen it.
We'll go all the way back to 2018, week 1, 256 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. 2019, week 1, 378 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. 2020, 211 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. 2021, 337 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And then 2022, last season, 360 yards, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
I'm glad I got him in 2 of my 7 leagues, so we're good.
I'm glad he was my keeper, man.
Hey, but all those games had Kelsey.
Yeah, I think Kelsey plays, but we'll see.
Kelsey plays, man.
And half of those games had Tyreek. Well, last year, obviously, 5 touchdowns last year. That means obviously
yeah, no Tyreek there.
No Tyreek last season. But yeah, no, those are some crazy stats, man. That is
so
crazy.
That's 7-10. That's 18 touchdowns and 0 interceptions in week 1.
Week 1.
You hit it. Yeah. 1,542 passing yards, 18 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
That's crazy. How many games is that again? Like
5
altogether? 5 games, bro. That's not even a half a season. That's crazy.
That was 5 games, and that's Phil's whole last season right there. That's his stats right there.
Pretty
It
much.
was.
Yeah,
Pretty much was. Yeah,
around there for sure.
that's crazy.
That's wild, man. So you're looking for. What do you think the? Let me ask you this real quick, Cobra. What do you think that Goff does?
Yeah, I mean, okay. So I actually like Goff in this game. I don't have the stats in front of me, but there's data going back quite a few years that shows in fantasy when you have another quarterback that starts against an elite quarterback like a Patrick Mahomes or like a Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, that usually that other quarterback tends to have a pretty good game. And it's mainly because when you have an elite quarterback, usually their offense is so high powered that you end up getting those shootout type scores. So I think Goff, even though it's on the road, I think there's still a chance that they end up having a really good game. The scoring total is high. So I like him. I like him this week. I would start him if I didn't have any better option.
Okay. All right. Truth. Let me get to you, bro. Week 1.
Yeah, man. I'm excited about the Patrick Mahomes numbers. So that's good news for 2 of my teams. I'm on the other side with Goff, though. I don't like him as a starter this week. I think the Lions get down to the goal line a little bit more, and they're going to rush the ball and get more rushing touchdowns than passing touchdowns for sure. So I mean, there's the opportunity for it's going to look like Goff's going to score some touchdowns, but I don't think he does. I think he only gets like 1 passing touchdown, and then they're just gonna pound the ball into the end zone, in the red zone for rushing. That's how I see it. Plus, you look at Goff's numbers from last year. I know Ryan touched on it. Outside the dome, outside he's not as good a passer or not as good as fantasy quarterback as he when he plays inside of or at home. So I'm going with I would sit Jared Goff.
So you don't think that it's going to be a shootout like Cobra's alluding to?
I mean, there still could be a shootout, but I just think there's going to be a lot. They're going to have more red zone opportunities, and it's going to be rushed, and they're going to have more rushing touchdowns than passing touchdowns.
Okay, all right, I like it. Jose, what's up, man? You feeling good? You ready for kickoff tomorrow or what?
It's a gift and a curse, man. I love football. I love it to death, but once week 1 hits, man, this season just flies by. These next 3-4 months just go so damn quick. But I am a fan of Goff, just not this week. Not negative wise, just like Paul was saying. I think one of the key plays or one of the keys to beating the Chiefs is to slow down their momentum. And they drafted Gibbs first round for a reason. They got Montgomery over there now. They got rid of Swift. I see them running the ball a lot. They got a lot of good old line, and I can see Goff in mediocre stat line. 190 yards, 210 yards, maybe a touchdown pass, but nothing crazy. But I can see them running the ball down the throat a lot, trying to control the clock. Because last thing you want to do
off the field for sure, right?
Hey, last thing you want to do is leave Mahomes on the field, man. Mahomes is a dangerous man. We've seen it for years now. The guy can score. We've seen the guy score with 17 seconds left, 13. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. We've seen it all.
Yeah, that was
no matter
crazy,
how much time on the clock. You can have 2 seconds to go with the Hail Mary. Like, we've seen it all. So, like, run the ball down the throat. Try to do what you can. It's an opening night. They're gonna get the rings. It's gonna be the whole world there. Media, people standing up. You gotta do something. Everybody's picking up the Chiefs to win. Everybody. And if you put your money on the Lions, cool. You might be throwing your money away. But the only people who think they're gonna win tomorrow is the Lions. And that's the only way they can think about it. So whenever that coach got something brewing over there, he got a mentality for them, blue collar players, and the Chiefs might lose. I'm not saying with Kelsey being injured, they have a bunch of wide receivers who are not proven on that team. They traded for Tony last year, who was you could say a bust with the Giants. Who knows what he was doing. And Who? What? Marcus Van Scaling from the Packers.
MVS. I like him.
Yeah, but he didn't do nothing with Aaron Rodgers.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they won the Super Bowl last year with Juju and the whole crew. Okay, cool. But a lot of unproven guys over there. They had Sky Moore they drafted. They had another draft, a second round pick, Rice this year. Hey, there's a lot of guys that are unproven on that team. And so the Kelsey out, and that's a big deal. Yeah, we know where they have Pacheco, Pistachio, whatever you want to call the guy. They have McKinnon. Hey, the Chiefs. They won 2 Super Bowls in the past 4 years for a reason. But hey, it's always a new dog in town. And the Lions, they've been ready. They won what? The last 8 or 9 games?
Yeah.
10, 12, some BS like that. And they're a hungry squad, man. They've been waiting.
They won. What was the standings last year? Let me see. Hold on, real quick. I got you. They were 9-8. They were 9-8 last season.
They started off with what, like 2-6?
Yeah,
some crazy number.
Yeah, some crazy number. Their defense started stepping up towards the end of the season. But yeah, no. To piggyback off that, man, obviously football's back. I'm excited. We've been waiting months, and it can't get no better, man. Kickoff 5:30 p.m. on NBC tomorrow. They're the reigning champions. They're the Chiefs, bro. They're a couple they're a Super Bowl away from potentially being a damn dynasty, like considered a real dynasty. I mean, you got to win them back to back to back, and that's how it goes. But it's the Chiefs, and then this Lions team, man. Look, like I said in the opening, man, they're a hungry team. They're looking to take this NFC conference by storm. Just trying to show up. Last year, obviously, the defense had some woes, but I mean, they drafted Aiden Hutchinson from Michigan. He had somewhat of a down year, but I'm looking at him to lead that defense, man. He's potentially he's one of those type of players that could get like a Nick Bosa type, like, you know what I'm saying, to take that team over the top. He's big body guy like you, like Paul. You know, that meat in the middle, bro. Like,
you gotta have that meat. When you got that meat in the front, man, that's all you need. That's meat and potatoes up there. That's
exactly what he is, bro. That's and then obviously you got Jared Goff. He's a proven quarterback. I mean, he hasn't won one, but I mean, he can sling the rock. He can do his thing. Jahmyr Gibbs, rookie. I hate David Montgomery, so I hope that they rely on Gibbs more. They got Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, Marvin Jones Jr., man. I mean, that offense looking good. They got Jameson Williams going to come back after week 4. Rookie last year who didn't play.
Week 6. He got spent 6 games.
Week 6. Sorry, my bad. After week 6. But hopefully once he comes back, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to have some targets.
You forgetting about Sam Laporta, the rookie tight end they got. I mean,
Sam Laporta, man. Yeah, exactly, man. They
got the second round.
They got a lot of pieces on this Lions team, man.
After they got rid of Hawkinson, ooh.
And then Hawkinson heats up. You know what I mean? Hawkinson heats up right after he gets traded to the Vikings, and all of a sudden he's a number 2 overall fantasy tight end.
Come on, man.
Why wasn't he doing that there? But he did have that 4 touchdown. Didn't he have that 4 touchdown game or something, or 3 touchdown game?
He was doing it.
He did.
He wasn't consistent though, man. He was like
he was doing like 10 points. He was doing 10 points, but not like the 20s like he was giving.
Not like now in Minnesota.
Not like Minnesota, right? You damn right. But yeah, no, he was 10 points and stuff.
Hey, after that one game, they traded his ass. It was like, hey,
yeah,
that's a stealing. Let's go.
Boom. Here you go.
You know, but I like this Lions team, man. I think they're gonna give. They potentially might have just an off day, because I did call. What did I call it, Jose? 34-3 or something like that.
Yeah, I think you said they wouldn't score a touchdown. I think you did say that. Some BS. Like that.
Yikes. You putting them like that though?
I did say
he did say some BS, but they wouldn't score a touchdown. I was like, nah. I forget the score. I think I said 41-31 Chiefs.
Yeah, like that.
But that was before Kelsey actually got injured. So. We might have to change our projections real quick.
I'm about to change mine because I was drinking a little bit, feeling myself. I was just talking shit. You know how it goes. But I feel like the KC defense every year starts out super slow, man. They come out. They look like they be like the worst defense in the league. They allow points on the board, like at least 3-4 touchdowns a game, damn near. So I think this is gonna be closer than what we think, especially if Kelsey's out. But you know what I'm saying? For me, I think it's gonna be probably like 28, you know what I'm saying, 31, somewhere around there. It's gonna be like a 3-point victory on
Hey,
either way.
another X factor. They don't have Jones. Jones, their DT tackle, has not resigned. So they might just run that ball a whole lot. I mean, that's one of the best D tackles in the league.
Yes, it is.
And so I mean,
Chris Jones has not signed. You are
That's
right.
the only way to slow down that offense. You run the ball, keep running it, keep Mahomes off that field. That's the only way to beat that guy, man, because you're not going to beat him in a shootout.
Yeah, that KC defense.
no, you're not gonna hear no headline. Oh, Goff beat Mahomes and shit. You're not gonna see that headline. You're not gonna see that headline. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't care who Mahomes has. Mahomes gonna win that one for sure.
Yeah. Now it's gonna be a good game, man. It's gonna be a great way to kick off this season, man. But let's get to this next thing real quick, man. I got a question for all y'all. If Kelsey sits down.
Hey, hold on. Hey, time out real quick. About 4 years ago, I think it was Mahomes versus Goff when they were playing in Mexico. Was it not?
It was Goff in the Rams, yeah.
Yeah. And who won that game?
Obviously Mahomes, right?
I forget, but it was a shootout though, was it not?
Yeah,
it was like crazy numbers.
It was like 50-something to 50-something.
It was up there. It was like in the 40s for sure. Somebody Google it. It was crazy numbers. So it's not the first time playing against each other.
Yeah, that was a shootout.
And that was in Mexico, of all places.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
So what's your point?
Hey, I forget who won. Hey, it might be. You never know. Someone's pissed the fuck off.
It was 54-51. You want to know Sean McVay versus Andy Reid? Who won that game? Somebody call it out.
I would say the Rams won it.
Rams won it by 3, which I just said right now. I just said that this game is going to be won by 3 points. Either way, I don't know who it is, but it's going to be won by 3 points.
The point spread off of what I got. I think Ryan has some different, but I got up on DraftKings. The point spread was Lions are underdogs with 4.5 points. Which I mean, even it might be 3 with Vegas, I don't know, but just DraftKings at 4.5. That's still a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, so I mean, it's gonna be a good one, man. It's going definitely. I mean, they got the talent out there, but again, let me get to this question, y'all. If Kelsey sits down, what player steps up for the Chiefs, man? Let's start with you, Truth.
Man, the Chiefs. Man, I mean, I think Jarrett. I think Jarrett and Ken gonna catch the ball a little bit more out the backfield, more screens. I think it's gonna be something like that. I think you're gonna see the running backs catch a little bit more and be more involved with the short passes, and then you're gonna get that that MVS go deep one time or whatnot. But I think it's gonna be the running backs.
The running backs,
yeah, by committee for sure.
Okay. Mr. Cobra.
Yeah, you took mine, Paul. I was going to say McKinnon. No, you know what it'll probably be? You're going to have 6 receivers, each with like 4 catches. It's going to be something crazy like that.
I like it. All right. What about you, Jose? What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, it's one of those games where he throws to everybody, even a lineman. You have 9 guys who catch the ball. Hey, 9 guys. 6 receivers, the fullback. The running backs. Everybody will catch the ball tomorrow. Like, literally. Every tight end on the roster. I mean, they're using every play they can to try to win this game with Doug. If Kelsey doesn't suit up, I mean, like Paul said, they might run 2 running back sets where McKinnon's running out. I mean, just couple dump offs. I mean, Kelsey's a big name on that team, man. He takes a lot of little field away. And if he's not there, and that's a big dump off, for that squad for sure.
No, I agree. So I know that you guys are saying there's going to be multiple players and things, but I feel like there has to be a standout player. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that standout player is going to be Sky Moore, the player that that Andy Reid has been talking about all training camp. That they're going to give him a bigger role in this offense. So if Andy Reid is saying this about one of the players, man, I'm gonna tend to believe him just due to the fact that I mean that's his team and he's not saying it for no reason. So I feel like Sky Moore is definitely gonna have a bigger role. And if obviously Kelsey's getting older, right? He ain't got that too many more years left, so they're gonna have to figure this out sooner or later. They gotta have somebody step up. And why not Sky Moore right now during the season? If Kelsey's out, that's a big if because you already know how it is, you know how it goes. So I feel like that'll be my player to check out and watch is Sky Moore. Get them targets and hopefully get them big points on the board.
Okay.
All right, man. All right. I got a question. You know what I'm saying? This next one. This is the Lions question though. Gibbs or Montgomery? Who is the main one? I mean, obviously it's going to be running back kind of by committee, but if you're going to have to take your pick, who has the better season and the better game? Let's start with the better game for tomorrow, and then we'll go to the better season. But who has the better game tomorrow? Gibbs or Montgomery? We'll start Jose.
Shit, better be Montgomery with that first round pick. But I never been a fan. I never been a fan of Montgomery anyway. So,
Kaka.
I mean, the guy was on. He had his chances with Chicago. Didn't pan out. So I mean, like I said, it better be Gibbs for sure. I mean, if you're ever gonna depend on your second running back from a different team, and you just picked up as you picked up a first round running back, that's kind of bad look. So I mean, I was never high on Gibbs, but I mean, he's from Alabama. They produce a lot of talent in that squad, and I mean, they got rid of the running backs from last year that were great, which is kind of surprising. So, I mean, they believe. I mean, you've seen the footage. I don't know if you have. You've seen the footage of the draft day when they were that management or the GMs. They were stoked to get Gibbs, and so we'll see what he does. I mean, he's a first round talent, so I mean, we'll see for sure. But I mean, I think he'll do good. I mean, I'm not gonna look for 1,600-yard season. But I mean, you give me 1,100 yards. I mean, I'll take it for sure. 8, 9 touchdowns. I mean, I'll take it.
That's a solid year. That's all you can ask for. All right, I'm gonna save Cobra for last because I kind of already know what he's saying. What's up, Truth?
Give me David Montgomery, man. That's my boy. That's who I'm rolling with. I think he has the better season. The guy's gonna have 10 to 12 touchdowns. He's gonna have probably 1,200 yards. My boy's the Rock. He's the heart and soul of this running defense or this running attack. I'm telling you right now, David Montgomery's gonna have the better game for sure tomorrow. David Montgomery, put him in your starting lineup. Start him.
Stop it. Stop it.
That's so bad he had to leave. He had to leave the room.
I guess while he's not here, I'll talk about David Montgomery.
That was horrible. Hey, I had to walk away from that one.
I feel it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I want Gibbs to do good, but I don't know, man. I have a feeling it's gonna be. I have a feeling it's gonna be Montgomery is the top scorer out of those two backs. I think with history of like just the way the NFL works, you usually have a rookie comes in. They usually start off slow. Wouldn't surprise me at all if Montgomery got the most touches, got most of the goal line looks. For Gibbs, I'm hoping to see the pass catching. Like, if anything, I hope he gets anywhere from 5 to 6 catches. I think if he gets that, it's a good game. He'll do all right. But I think Montgomery takes the top score.
Are we done?
I'm done.
Yeah, we're done.
Ain't nobody want to hear that shit. Ain't nobody want to hear that shit. Dave Montgomery's ass, and I'm going to say that it's Gibbs season. It's Gibbs season, and I know that he's just there. You know what I'm saying? Just to protect their investment in Gibbs. So Dave Montgomery obviously is going to try to, he's backing up Gibbs. He's going to keep Gibbs with them fresh legs all season. I don't look for David Montgomery to be a fantasy savior. And you heard it here first. That's just my opinion. This is what I'm saying. But I feel like Gibbs is going to have the better season. And I feel like Gibbs is actually, he's going to get in the end zone. He's a pass catcher. He's a solid running back. Obviously, he's a top pick for a reason. And he was going, top 3 rounds and pretty much everybody's draft. His ADP was pretty high, man. He's like second behind Bijan in the rookie running back list, I believe. So you know what I'm saying? So they got what the Detroit Lions got one, but that's just my opinion. I just didn't think that Cobra was gonna say that. That's crazy. That is
I mean,
crazy.
if he has a week one like DeAndre Swift had in his very first game, it was like I think it was like 11 or 12 points. That's not bad. Like I just think that it's gonna take time for them they're gonna ease him in. It's like I feel like every coach does that.
I see him on number 1 on the depth chart.
Yeah,
On the Lions day, he's number 1 on the Lions depth chart. I mean,
they got him number 1. I would be shocked if he was the first back to get the first carry. Like I'd be surprised.
Hey, he's number 1 on the depth chart. When usually
if he
number
is,
1 on the
then
depth
you
chart,
might be right, man. Like if he is, then he might actually be like the guy.
It's usually the opposite.
My boy Monty.
He's a starter. You want me to show you guys? I'll show you.
My boy Monty's holding it down, man. He probably go for $150, 2 TDs.
Here, let me just pull this up one good time, bro. Just so y'all know.
Why you hating on my boy Monty, man? He's the real deal.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me make sure that I go big on this. Where's the thing at? Where's the zoom in button? Look at this. Oh, that's the damn Chiefs. God damn it. That's the wrong one. Stop screen. My bad. Hold on.
I think
one second.
Go ahead. David Montgomery was the running back in college that on TV they put up the infographic of him saying that he was like the Frankenstein of running backs. Like he had the vision of like I don't know what back it was. It was like Adrian Peterson, the legs of Barry Sanders, the strength of Emmitt Smith, and just talking about David Montgomery.
So we got starters right here. Look at Jahmyr Gibbs.
I've seen it plenty of times where it's done that, and then all of a sudden David Montgomery takes the first carry.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't never know. It all depends on their game plan on how they're gonna go through it, everything. So
it's good. It's Gibbs' team, bro. That's all I'm saying. But hey, you guys got your opinion. I respect it somewhat. I just don't like David Montgomery, man. Fuck that guy.
I do think as a whole, I think Montgomery is going to get way more work than we're comfortable with. Like just the way they used Swift and Jamal Williams last year, like
yeah,
it wouldn't shock me if Montgomery has like a really good year. And I'm getting pissed off every time he scores a touchdown and it's not Gibbs.
But the thing is with David Montgomery, he always has a solid year, but it's not fantasy relevant. Like he could have 1,000 yards, you know what I'm saying? But it's really not fantasy relevant. Most of the time, it's super inconsistent. Yeah, he'll get a 12-point game here, but then after that, it's like 8 points, 6 points. Like it'll be sprinkled, and then he'll have another 12-point game. He's not a consistent double-digit running back. He's just more. I've said this before. He's just more consistent as an actual NFL player. So I mean, I don't think he gives a two shits about being fantasy relevant. You know what I'm saying? He's just there to collect his money, get some touchdowns, have 1,000 yards, and look good on the field. You feel me? So, But yeah, so I say he's a bum for fantasy. That's, you know what I'm saying? He's also a bum on the Lions. Forget that guy. Let's go. Next up, man, we got all right, Mahomes is a sure starter in fantasy. But my question to y'all is Jared Goff able to step it up and be a surefire starter for fantasy teams this season? Let's go with you, Truth. Let's start with you. Shout out to Charlie in the chat.
I'm gonna go with what we know from last season. Start him and Kirk Cousins at home in the dome, and you're gonna get your points. All right. So anytime they're at home, until Jared Goff can prove to me that he can put up all them fantasy points on the road, I'm not starting Jared Goff. If he's on your team, he's got a good matchup at home. Hey, start him. Do not start him on the road, man. And I'm sticking to that.
Okay. All right. Cobra.
Yeah. Paul hit it right on the head, man. Solid plan. You got Goff. You always play him at home. And, if he's on the road, start somebody else.
I think I started him on the road one time. He gave me 7 points. I'm like, what? After he came off a 4 touchdown performance and 7 points? Get out of here. I think I dumped him. I was mad.
That's hilarious. What's up, Jose? What are your thoughts? Is Goff a surefire starter for fantasy teams this season?
I think last year he finished what, top 10 in fantasy, maybe top 12. He was up there he was up pretty high. Kind of surprising for sure. I would say yes if Williamson was back sooner. If he didn't miss 6 games, obviously they invested, first round pick in him. That honestly, I'm gonna say yeah. That division is kind of winnable. All you got to worry about is the Vikings, man. I'm not high on the Bears. I'm not high on the Packers. They won 9-8 last season. Paul said, if they go 10, if they get 10 wins, man, that's pretty decent. He has to have some reasonable numbers for sure.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say a top fantasy, no top 8 quarterback and like that, but he probably fall in the same range where he was last year. I think it was top 10, maybe 10, 11, 12, something like that, which is not bad. Obviously, better than half the quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, I agree. And look, for me, this is year 2, man. I feel like in year 1 with the Lions, he did decent, man. He put up some numbers. I mean, yeah, he was only good at home and things like that, but I feel like this year, he wants to step it up a notch. And that Lions franchise did a full 180, man. They're a completely different franchise. They're not the Lions of old. This is a hungry team. They want to win. They're not those 0-16 losers they used to be, man, back in the day. But I feel like Goff could be a starter, man. We're definitely gonna find out tomorrow. If Goff can put up 20 points against the Chiefs tomorrow, I feel like that's gonna carry on for the next 17 games or 16 games, whatever have you. I feel like he's gonna have a good season, man. We're definitely gonna find out tomorrow. I don't think this is Goff of last season, man. I don't think this is Lions of last season. I mean, yeah. I mean, what they did last season was 9-8. I feel like they're going to come for a 10-11 win season. And to do that, they have to win games at home. And Goff has to put up double digits away from a dome. So that's just my take on it. You guys got anything else, man, about this game?
Wow, man.
Just ready for it to start.
We're ready. Yeah, we're ready for it, man. Tomorrow already?
Tomorrow already. A few more hours. But yeah, man. All right. So next up, man, I got a question, man. So 15 points or more, man. This is where we get to the good stuff about fantasy. Which players who are starting week 1 will give you 15 or more points this week? Non-QB. Wide receiver, tight end, running back, whatever. Who's gonna give you more than 15 points this week? You could shoot off a couple if you got them, man. So I'll start with let's start with Jose, man.
Captain.
I'm gonna say Brandon Cooks, Cowboys Sunday night versus the Giants. Just seen the stat that Dak is 10-0 versus the Giants since 2017. They're opening Sunday night, obviously, and I expect that to continue. Opposite of CeeDee Lamb, I can see Brandon Cooks doing some damage over there. Easy touchdown, 100 yards probably. So 15, 16 points easily, depending on DJ, one of this guy. Yeah, depending on how many catches he has, but easily over 15 points easily. As long as he gets a touchdown.
That was pretty funny. Oh,
So it was hilarious.
I think he's serious though.
Watch him be right.
Let me stop. Yeah, man. I hope so, because I've been talking so much shit. Oh shit, man. I like that. You got any more for us, Mr. Fantasy Guru? This is your time to shine. Come on, show us why you the guru, baby boy.
Hey, y'all laughing at Charlie because he picked DJ Moore second round. But hey, those got to throw to somebody. and everyone's picking Fields to stand out this year. So DJ Moore, I mean, he did well all preseason. I think he got like a 70-yarder screen, took it to the house. I think he took another 40-yard to the house. All
He
from
had to do
Fields.
it. He had to do that himself though. It's not like Fields threw it right on, like he threw it like in stride somewhere. I mean,
Hey.
you watch enough film, you watch enough game film. Like, all right, all this guy can do is throw the screen pass. You know, you got to make me beat. You got to throw that perfect ball across the middle.
Hey, you asked who's scoring 15 more points. I was letting you know. If he catches a 60-yard pass,
that's fine.
All
man.
right, for a touchdown, that's 14 points down here. All right, so relax. He caught the pass and took it, all the way to the house. I'm just saying.
We're talking about the second round, Jose. The second round.
Maybe he thought he couldn't get him back, coming around the other way. So maybe he reached for a player with all the potential he thought. Everybody thinks different. You had a couple of drinks, in your hand. You don't pick the wrong people sometimes. It's a little early.
I wonder if he was watching the rerun of that play, and then he was like, I got to make sure I get DJ Moore.
don't drink and draft, yo. Remember that.
That's the old DD.
But yeah, man. What's up, Jose? You got any more for us? Are you gonna hit on the? Are you gonna hit on that DJ Moore, or are you good?
I'll start him. I'll go with 15 points for opening week. Opening week, man. I mean, hey, it's fair game. Anybody.
Fantasy guru right there, baby. How you ever do it? There we go. Right there. Fantasy guru. He got you, Charlie.
15 points. Jose's backing it up.
Backing it up. You heard it here right here on the TIYF podcast.
For the round 2 draft pick, I need 15 points out of you.
All right. What's up, Cobra? What you got for us, man?
Yeah, I got a few wide receivers. We'll start with Seattle. I think DK Metcalf or Tyler Lockett, one of those guys going for 15 plus or over. Rams, man, they got one of the worst secondaries in the NFL. And I think Geno and the Seattle Seahawks are going to eat them alive. And then the other guy is Calvin Ridley. The Colts, man, their cornerbacks, they're starting a 2nd-round rookie and a 7th-round rookie at starter cornerbacks this week. I think Calvin Ridley's going to tear them up. And maybe even like Christian Kirk or Evan Ingram. It's going to be bad. So those are my picks.
All right. What's up with you, Truth?
I'll tell you this right now. Give me Mike Williams and Keenan Allen on the same team, 15 points each, man. I think it's the
Dolphins.
Yeah, man. I think that's gonna be a shootout, man. I know the Dolphins had that defense, but Ramsey's not playing. So I'm saying both those receivers in a high-powered offense, both of them easy get 15 points, man.
Hey, well, Mike Williams is not injured. Yeah, he can score a lot.
It's week 1, so we're good. It's week 1.
Don't say that now.
Mike Williams is a lot for sure. He gonna catch a 60-yarder for a touchdown.
Hey, week 6. Week 6, week 7, when he hits that goalpost a little, I'm running by it or something. But yeah, week 1, Mike Williams. Oh yeah, give me 15. Keenan Allen. Hey, these receivers are healthy right now, so I'm taking them easy 15 each, man. That's a lock.
All right, man. I got a couple, man. Monday Night Football. We got Bills versus the Jets. Look for Garrett Wilson to start the season off right. I feel like he's definitely getting over those 15 points, man, especially with Aaron Rodgers throwing to him, offensive rookie of the year. And then on the Bills side, man, it's an obvious Stephon Diggs, bro. Josh Allen and Stephon. I think
Davis?
No, sir. No, sir. I look to Dalton Kincaid to actually make a splash.
You take Dalton Kincaid over Gabe Davis?
Any day. And Mr. Inconsistent, bro.
Just for that, Gabe Davis is going to catch a 99-yard touchdown.
Hey, watch Gabe Davis go for 3 tugs. He's going to go for 3 tugs.
Yeah. I hope for senior's sake because he took him. 8th round. But yeah, man, those are my 2 picks. I mean, I want to call out some stuff for the 49ers versus the Steelers, but I think that's not going to be like, you're not going to see too many players getting over 15 in that game. Even between Pickens, Debo, and all that, I think that both defenses are too solid. The offenses are I want to say lightweight, untested. Yeah, Brock Purdy 2nd year, but I mean, too hard to tell right now. I'm not too comfortable with saying anybody in that game is getting over 15 yet. I got to do some more research on that one. But yeah, you guys got any more players that you guys want to call out over 15?
Hey, let me get Alexander Madison too for the Vikings, man. I think he's gonna get 15 points, man. I think he's gonna do a little bit of catching, get whatever it takes. Maybe he doesn't have the 100 yards, but he's gonna be split, like maybe 70 yards rushing, maybe get like a 50 yards receiving, and then he's gonna get a tug somewhere. So I think he gets closer to maybe even over 20 week one for sure.
Nah, okay. You know what? I just really thought about this. Falcons at Panthers, man. Look for Bijan, man, to make that splash. I think Bijan hits over 15. And then on the Browns, for the Browns too, I think Amari Cooper, man. He got Deshaun Watson throwing to him. They're going against the Bengals. Yeah, Bengals are a tough squad, but Amari Cooper gets open, man. He's a good wide receiver. He makes quarterbacks throw it to him because he gets open. So I feel like Amari Cooper's another one over 15. Y'all got anything else, man? Or you guys want to move on?
We'll move on. We still at the you guys still talking about 15 points?
No. We're going to 20 points or more. Which quarterbacks that are starting this week hitting over 20? I'll start with you, Truth.
Give me T-Law one time, man. I tell you right now, give me T-Law. He's going for over 20 points. Give me 25.
Quit.
Give me 25 to 30. T-Law. Book it right now, man. Hey, Adam, this one's for you, man. Hey, I'm telling you right now, T-Law is gonna have one hell of a game, and this is gonna tell everybody, yeah, I deserve to be in the top 10 quarterback fantasy discussion this season. T-Law, right now, over 20.
Over 20, easy. Charlie got Hurts over 20.
Yeah, that one's guaranteed.
All
I don't
right.
know. They playing the Patriots. They're a little stingy sometimes. So
It is Bill Belichick. We'll see. What's up? Fantasy Guru. What you got for us on the over 20 quarterback?
Quarterbacks, I just say Dak. I hate him, but Sunday night they're gonna play it. They're gonna play it right. They got go Pollard out there. Running some little flat routes for him. A couple dump offs. Pat the stats real quick. You got a new weapon in Brandon Cooks, like I said. But I see him easily getting over 20. I mean, if this guy's opening Sunday night with 2 interceptions, I mean, it's not going to be a good look for the guy. So that's why I say he's going to go out there. They're going to play it right. They're going to have a good script for the guy. Okay. That's just even though I hate the guy, it's fantasy though, so I'll give it to him.
All right. That's the only one you got for us.
Yeah, for quarterback wise.
What's up, Cobra?
Yeah, I like Geno Smith and Justin Herbert this week. Just like Paul said, shootout. Herbert's in a shootout. Geno Smith's going against a terrible Rams defense. I don't know how you guys. I kind of feel like the massage predator himself, Deshaun Watson, might have a good week too at home against Cincinnati.
Jesus.
First week.
What'd you call him?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Massage predator.
Yikes! Hey, be careful! Careful you say that on the pod, man.
Hey,
that's what it is, man.
And then your eyes just kind of shoot down a little bit. The predator.
Massage predator. Hey. Well, we know what your segment is going to be.
The truth hurts, man.
I like it.
I like that one too.
I like it. Hey, that could be your segment, man. The truth hurts. I like that. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Cobra Corner, the truth hurts. Hey, that's fire. But yeah, so what else we got, Cobra? That's what you're picking.
It. That's all.
Okay.
Let's pass it back to you guys.
All right, man. You know what? So look, we got a game, 10 a.m. on Fox. Commanders versus the Cards. Sam Howell is going over 20.
Sam Howell.
Book that here.
Damn.
Sam Howell is going over 20. And then we got another game at 10 a.m., but this one's on CBS. First year on this team against a mediocre, kind of older squad in the Titans. We got the Saints at home against the Titans. Derek Carr is going for over 20.
Oh yeah.
Those are my two picks, man. Derek Carr and Sam Howell.
Man.
Yes,
Dang.
yes. That's what we got, man. Any other quarterbacks that you guys that are not the conventional Josh Allens and everything? You guys got anybody else?
I got one more, man. It's gonna surprise. I'm gonna go Kenny Pickett, man. I think Kenny Pickett, even with the Niners, man, I still think he has a good. The dude, the way he's throwing the ball, I think he's gonna be solid. I like Kenny Pickett. Maybe he doesn't get maybe he gets barely 20 points, but I think he has a great day still. I think he's turning into a good quarterback, and not just for this week. I think going on for rest of fantasy, I think Kenny Pickett's gonna be one of the guys you look for.
Okay, not mad at that. Not mad at that at all. Got your opinion. What about you guys? You guys good on your picks?
That's it.
All
That's it for
right,
me.
man. Next up, man, we got some hidden gems. Pretty much deep sleepers, man. Which player or players is a hidden gem to y'all that would still be in waivers?
I got one off the bat. I think if you're having Travis Kelce trouble, I know he's a free agent in my league. Sam Laporta, man, a tight end. I think he's one of the guys that you should go pick up right away. I think even into this game, I think he gets double-digit points, and I think he's just going to build off of that. And I think he's going to turn into one of the better tight ends this season, and could be a steal for some people.
Okay, all right. Cobra.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, I'd say on most waivers, there's a lot of rookie. Like you could find rookie running backs or rookie wide receivers. Sleepers. I mean,
Deep sleeper.
Okay,
It's
so
like
like
a hidden gem.
yeah, I mean, there's a couple guys I like that they're not young players, actually older guys, but I think that they never get drafted but end up being productive. So I'll start with Marvin Jones Jr. on Detroit. With Jameson
Like
Williams being out, you're going to get a lot of Marvin Jones, and he's always been decent. Just like if you needed a receiver to start, that's probably one guy to look at. And then Darius Slayton on the Giants. So he's still, I think he's actually still their number one wide receiver minus Darren Waller. And Slayton's still out there on a lot of waiver wires. Like that's totally a guy that I could see by like a few weeks into the season, we find out that he's getting like 8-9 targets a game, and then he's going to end up on somebody's roster. I'd pick him up right now if I had the space, but I don't. So it's free for you guys.
I like it. I had Darius Slayton at one point in time, and it just didn't work out. But hey, fantasy guru.
She. I got one name only. It's not a household name, but you want a gem, I'm gonna give it to you. It's gonna be Marvin Mims Jr. All right, it's gonna be opposite of Cortland Sutton on the Broncos. There are so many wide receivers due to injury. He's playing opposite. People don't like Cortland. That's fine.
Rookie wide receiver.
He's a rookie. I mean, we know Russell Wilson likes to pass the ball. We know Sean Payne likes to pass the ball. So, I mean, he's a rookie. Time to shine, baby boy. And he's in a lot of leagues right now. It's still available. So if you want a little gem, stash him. You ain't gotta start him, but just stash him. You don't know how long Judy's gonna be out. No hamstring injury. So we'll see what happens. If the guy shines, I mean, hey, he's gonna take away from your plate.
I like it. Jose coming with some deep stats. That's that fantasy
It's
guru
about
talk
time.
right there.
It's about time. Dang.
That fantasy guru right there.
I normally knock this guy all the time, but man, I think this is the first time in the third season now he's actually starting to make sense. So
he's coming for that top spot.
Okay, it makes sense. There we go.
Look, I got two guys, and I talked about one of them earlier. Actually, I got three. Look, man, I'm sold on this. I'm sold on Puka. Look, I'm telling you, all of these rookies, man, that came in this season, bro, are gonna do some work. They're all like this wide receiver class is super talented, man. And look, the offense may not be that great over there in LA, but they still got a quarterback in Matt Stanford that can sling that rock. and he's gonna sling that rock. He's gonna do his thing. He's gonna get it out there. Cam Akers is back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Cam Akers gonna have a solid season, but Puka is definitely gonna be nice. And then this other one is on Indy. Alec Pierce, man, may not been drafted at all, but I'm pretty sure that you can go pick this kid up on waivers. He's second year now, but what he does over there in Indy, man, is nice. He's a very nice wide receiver. Compliments my guy Michael Pittman very well. So when Michael Pittman's getting double teamed, Alec Pierce is out there doing work. I mean, and getting open and grabbing that rock, taking it down the field, man. He handles business, man, and I want him to shine. They got Anthony Richard throwing the ball, so we're gonna see how it plays out. But he's definitely a nice little stash. And then also on the Colts, man, you got Evan Hall. Again, I can't say how much I really like this kid. I really like this rookie class, man. They got a bunch of talent. This kid is, like I said before, man, he is probably sitting on waivers. Yeah, he's sitting behind Zach Moss and Deion Jackson, but he definitely has bell cow status. It's what he was in college. Also, he has great hands. So if somehow Zach Moss continues to stay injured and Deion Jackson just doesn't pan out, look for Evan Hall. I mean, if JT doesn't come back or whatever, he still might even be the RB2 behind JT at some point in the season. He's definitely a good stash to have, man. So, and I'm pretty sure he's out there on your waivers right now. So Evan Hall, Alec Pierce, man, and Puka.
Puka's trash.
Hey, you really did pick him up in your league, huh?
Hopefully,
I saw it. I saw him
hopefully
you got him.
I got him in your league too.
Oh, you got. Oh yeah, I wasn't running to my waiver wire to go pick him up.
Oh no, I didn't run. I just waited till everybody else had Van Jefferson. But yeah, man. Next up, we got the stardom. Let's who wants to start the stardom? You guys choose, man.
I'll go with the stardoms, man.
Let's go.
I got a couple of them, man. Rashad White versus Minnesota. Go ahead and give me Rashad. Go and give me Rashad White, man. The guy's he's gonna catch it. He's gonna run it. Maybe get a touchdown there. I think you're gonna get solid. You're gonna get solid work out of that guy, man. So I think Rashad White is a solid starter for me. Another one I just talked about him, Sam Laporta. I think he's gonna be all right with coming off the play action with all that running that the Lions are gonna do. I think Sam Laporta is gonna actually hit on have that one touchdown I was talking about in the goal line. But I really like Sam Laporta for tomorrow night. And then last time I got Jahan Dotson for the Washington Commanders. I want to say Redskins, but yeah, Dotson for sure, man. Especially with the little injury to Scary Terry. I mean, even without that, even if they're both out there, this guy was eating at the end of the last season, man. And you just see how he was going for like 100, 115 yards, a touchdown, 2 touchdowns. The guy's got high upside. Only question is Sam Howell, but Billy thinks he's going to go ahead and put up 20 points. So I would start Dotson. Those are my 3 guys.
Okay. What's up, Jose? You got to start him list?
Just one man only. Better start him. Drafted in like 10, 11, 12th round in most leagues. Ever since Jeff Wilson went down, my boy Mostert.
Okay.
The high octane offense. He's a lone man there. They drafted a rookie to try to replace him. He's injured as well. Can't pronounce the man's name. Starts with an A. Acne, something like that.
A-Chain?
Something.
For the Dolphins?
Ache.
Ache, there you go.
A-Chain, my chain, 2 chains.
No. Only person knows his name is Trey. For sure. But Mostert, lock him in, man. He's going to get you probably 5-6 catches easily. 30-40 from the catch. Another 70-80 on the ground. Maybe a tug. Hopefully a tug or 2. But
you would like that.
Hey, I'm going to start him for sure. I got him like 3-4 leagues, so I'm going to start the guy.
Yo.
And then I'm going to trade him after the week, and we're going to want him. Price tag going to shoot up. Let's get it.
All right. Cobra.
Yeah, I like CeeDee Lamb this week. on that Sunday night game. I like Calvin Ridley, Trevor Lawrence against the Colts. I think they're going to smash. Running back wise, I actually do like Bijan a lot this week going against Carolina. I think that's going to be a very run heavy game. So I think it favors Bijan. And a tight end, man, all the tight ends are injured, man. So give me Waller. Waller's going to smash this week.
And you forgot about boy TJ Hawkinson, bruh. Jesus, that hurts.
Ouch.
I think because he was kept in both of the leagues, so I never once had a chance to draft. I forgot he existed.
I feel it. At least for me, man, this week, if you got him, you got to start him. Derek Carr versus this Titans team, bro. I'm not sold on this Titans defense. I'm excited to see what the Saints team can do. Michael Thomas is back, and we know what Michael Thomas can do, man, with when he's healthy, and he's finally healthy after pretending to be unhealthy for the past 2 seasons. So he got fresh legs coming in, ready to go. But for sure, Derek Carr's a start, man. And the Bears, Khalil Herbert. This is you already know this is a rivalry game. Bears, Packers, one of the oldest rivalries in NFL history. It's a forever a grudge match. These two teams, these two cities hate each other. It's kind of like Michigan and Bum State. It's deep rooted. You know what I'm saying? The hate is real. Green Bay's at Chicago, so look for Khalil Herbert to maintain that RB1 status and actually have a solid game. So he's a surefire starter for me. And then, man, obviously, this other one, I mean, if you got him, start him. Aaron Rodgers against the Buffalo Bills, man. I'm telling you, start this guy. He's gonna hit with Garrett Wilson. He got Dalvin Cook back there. Brees Hall's gonna be eased into this offense, but he got Lizard. He got Cobbs. He got the old men's out there playing, but those old men's can play some ball. I mean, they gonna do what they do. It's the New York Packers, baby. You know what it is. Aaron, he's a for sure start, man. I'm telling y'all. And that's what I got for you guys, man.
The New York Packers.
So
you guys
true.
ready for these? Let's hit them with a sit 'em, baby. What's up, man? Let's start with you, Cobra.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't have a list.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Charlie's saying Billy's saying Carr is a for sure fire starter, but he's on his bench. I said if you got him, start him. But for me, I got Tua, so why would I like Tua better than I like Carr. But if you got Carr on the team with another quarter, I'm just saying, man, you got Carr, you got to start him. And then we'll get to the Kelsey thing after this, Charlie. The first guy I chose. I grabbed Tua first. I don't know. He's still drunk, bro. Hey, go ahead, Cobra. My bad.
Yeah, I think so. Just looking at some of the running backs and the matchups, I would say I don't like Najee Harris this week against 49ers. Now they just signed Bosa. It's like, nah, no thanks. Another guy, man, I don't like any of the Philadelphia running backs. So, like, if you drafted Swift or Penny or, like, I don't know who to start there. So, probably sit all those guys. And then at receiver, I guess, yeah, I don't know. That's all I got. I'll pass it. I didn't do my homework. Sorry.
No, you good. What's up, Truth? Hit us with the truth, baby.
I'm gonna sit James Cook against that defense against the Jets. I know he's one of the later picks. He's probably most people's flex. James Cook is probably a sit for me. The Jets defense, it's always stingy. For the last two, you got Robert Saleh with that defense. So that's one I would stay away from. Another one I got all the Eagles running backs. Don't start any of the Eagles running backs this week just because they're playing against New England, and Belichick's going to shut something down. And if he shuts down the run game and just makes them pass and tries to put it in cover 2 and try to make Jalen Hurts make a mistake, So for me, I'm not starting any Eagles running back. And I'm on the fence about this one still with Mike Thomas. I'm thinking sit him. I have no choice but to start him in some leagues, but I mean, he's still coming back from 2 years out, 3 years out, whatever you want to call it. But Mike Thomas is also a sit for me this week.
Okay. What's up, fantasy guru?
Sit your boy Devontae Adams. Sit him. You got Jimmy G at the quarterback. Across from Devontae Adams is going to be Patrick Surtain, one of the top cornerbacks in the league. I'll tell you right now, he might get 4 catches, maybe like 26 yards, which ain't going to be a lot. Everybody's high on Adams. They still drafted him high. This dude, hey, I've seen Jimmy G, and he's not that great of a quarterback. Niners had Yakums for the past couple of years. A little 5-yard slant, and they be gone. Adams ain't doing that. Adams ain't breaking 6 tackles. Sorry, Adams ain't 24 years old no more. So just don't start your boy Adams. Any Raider fans, you might get happy. You gonna catch 1 pass for 6 yards. Don't get too happy. That might be his only catch.
Against Denver?
Yeah, against Denver. Denver didn't have a top defense last year?
I think my boy put Surtain. Isn't it another guy, Patrick Surtain Jr. over there?
Okay.
Yeah, I think my boy put him in a blender last year, but it's all good.
All right, man. For me, man, hey, you got Russell Wilson, sit them up. You know what I'm saying? That don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. I mean, yeah, they playing the Raiders, but just don't do it to yourself, bro. Who's he throwing it to? Cortland Sutton? Have fun with that. And I mean, that run game, I mean, you got somebody coming off injury. I mean, you got a solid backup, but I don't know. I'm not in Russell. I do not trust, man. I side with Future and that whole thing, bro. So I'm just saying. Also, you better sit Jordan Love. If you starting Jordan Love, or yeah, man, just I would sit Love too. I mean, he ain't doing nothing. Christian Watson got the little hammy that we talked about earlier. I'm just not feeling it, man. Just not feeling it. And do I have anybody else that you should sit? I think that the only 2 I can really think about. Only quarterbacks. That's all I got for you guys tonight. I think everything else, man, is just gonna be up in the air. Week 1, man, we'll definitely have some stuff for you guys week 2, and then Friday we're gonna have some more stuff for you guys. But hey, did you do your draft?
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, you ain't even call it out. You're supposed
Oh
to
man, Jose was talking so much, man. I couldn't even jump. Couldn't even get you guys in there.
That's
I'm
all
already
good.
on. I'm already on pick 9 or 8. It's a 14-man league.
You know his draft is trash when you ain't even talking about it.
Oh, I don't really like it, to be honest. It's hella different. Like you got 14 teams though, man. It's a little
14.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did a 16-team league one year, and oh my god, that was probably the worst. I don't know. I did not like that. 12 is bread and butter.
It's a little rough, man. I got AJ Brown with the first pick though, and I got pick number 13, just to let you know. So, and then I got Kelsey in the second round though. He slid all the way. Hey, he slid all the way to the second. I took him 3rd overall, so I'll take Kelsey.
So what's up, man? We starting Jimmy G or what? I'm gonna say it like this, bro. I'll take this one. Nobody ever. Yeah, you right. Pause. Hey, yo. Nobody ever started Jimmy G when he was on the 49ers, so don't start now. I mean, if you got him and you want to attempt it, it's not going to get you nowhere.
Hey, didn't he win some games without even throwing touchdowns though? Like,
Yeah,
you don't want to start Jimmy G. Hey, there's a reason why he didn't get drafted.
Never start Jimmy G. Never. I mean, even last year's Tom Brady did better than Jimmy G when they were playing. Like, come on, bro.
I'll find somebody else, man. I'll find a rookie.
I know that we were supposed to do the DraftKings tonight, but I mean, we could hold off until Friday for that. I know. You guys got anything else? that you guys want to add? I mean, it's week 1. We got game 1 tomorrow. We excited. We ready. And let me address the Charlie thing where he was talking about the again. He said it's the first guy I chose, and he said that he was talking about this. Look, man, if you got Tua, Tagovailoa, or Derek Carr, and I'm telling you to start Derek Carr, keep Tua. Keep Tua. But if you don't have Tua, like I got Tua that I drafted in the 9th round, and you got Derek Carr and somebody else, you better start Derek Carr, man. He's gonna go off. And was Kelsey up? Start or sit? Kelsey is always a start, bro, but you're gonna have to pay attention because it's a game time decision. But we're most likely thinking that he's definitely gonna play tomorrow. It's a knee bruise now. I believe it. What True said. So
just keep an eye on it, man. There's a couple rookie tight ends still on the free agency that you might want to check out to have high upside. So
yeah, but more than likely he's gonna play game 1, man. So but again, a game time decision. Podcast is not on tomorrow, so you're gonna have to keep up with the news on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it now. So yeah, but all right, it was a great start to season 3, baby. TIYF podcast again. The video is gonna drop on YouTube right after I end here, so give it a couple of hours. I would say by like midnight. We still have the 4 podcast episodes dropping, so again, it's gonna stay in tune with the 12 o'clock drop. So YouTube is going to have the video from today. We still have 4 podcasts that we need to catch up. And then, so 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 4 podcasts drop on Apple, Spotify, and everywhere you get your podcasts at. And then Friday is the audio for this podcast will drop at the normal time of 6 a.m.
And then we switch to Tuesday. All right.
Talk about it. Yes.
And I just wanted to throw it out there, man. We're switching to Tuesdays, and at 8, right? We're still sticking to the same time, 8 p.m. So that way we can keep the game time on Fridays. I know we went to 2 last season,
and we're switching to Tuesdays just to make sure we keep you all updated with waiver picks. So you're welcome. Yes, game time is still staying on Friday. We're going to be talking about it over the weekend, but more than likely, there's going to be some content in the middle of the week. We're just going to have to figure out logistics and all the other stuff. So probably on Tuesday, we're going to have an update for y'all on what's going to be happening with the content and other things that'll be dropping. So
we have that one segment on Tuesdays, right? The blow your load segment.
Oh, yeah, we got that. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. The blow your load.
I think Ryan's taking that one, right?
Uh-huh. He's going to lead off.
Going to be the blow your load corner.
Bro, that was November of last year, right?
Yeah,
that is crazy, bro.
My boy's gonna make a shirt.
Hey, that just came out so smooth when he said it too, bro.
He wasn't even thinking about it.
He was not. He was not.
But all right, can't wait, man.
The one-eyed spitting cobras.
Yeah. All right, man. And Thursday night football again tomorrow on NBC at 5:30 is the kickoff time. Make sure you check it out. We got the Chiefs versus the Lions. And yeah, man, game time is Friday at 8 p.m. It's going to be right here on the TIYF pod, but make sure you are following us on Instagram, Twitter, X, or whatever, X, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch, man. Make sure you follow us at TIYF pod. That's where we are everywhere now. No underscores anywhere. But this is your boy Billy F. Gates, aka Steamin' Billy Beeman with This Is Your Fantasy Podcast, the dopest podcast on the internet, mate, baby. All right, we out of here, y'all.